Well, we're getting ready for our semifinal bout. Before we do that, let's show you what happened up until this point. A pretty amazing start for Scott Lighty going against the hometown hero, Dewey Cooper, and he was just the more effective striker in the fight.
Well, yeah, this thing, like we said, you know, you never rule him out or count him out because he has skills to bring to the ring and go to the next round.
So Scott Lighty will face Big Daddy Gary Goodridge, and that was the right hand we saw. 40 seconds was all Big Daddy needed to move on.
Well, yeah, now he's really fresh and ready to go to the next fight. Scott Lighty went 3 rounds. You know, Goodridge definitely can come out throwing bombs.
What can Lighty do? We're about ready to find out as he faces Gary Goodridge.
Coming to the ring for our first semifinal match, Scott Lighty.
Well, Scott Lighty went all 3 rounds in his fight. What will he be able to do, and what will he have left in the gas tank?
Well, I mean, he was getting ready for the tournament, even though he was going to be a reserve fight. But being a reserve fight, you're supposed to still get ready for 3 fights. And I'm pretty sure he's ready, he's fit. I've never seen him come to the ring unfit, so I'm sure he's ready to fight, go another round or another fight.
He's prepared himself for 3 fights. He's hoping he can do it. Is he the quicker fighter than Gary Goodridge?
Without a doubt, he is quicker, has better, technically he is a lot better, mixing it up with his legs and with kicks and his hands. But Gary Goodridge is a bomber, and you know, he's got so much power and so much strength and so much heart that he's going to come out and probably try and walk through Scott Lighty.
You see Lighty, I mean, he looks fresh. I mean, he came kind of strutting down the runway there. He looks fresh. You know, he's trained hard. He's ready to go against Gary Goodridge.
And now making his entrance, Gary Big Daddy Goodridge.
Well, this is what we do know. We do know Gary Goodridge is fresh. 40 seconds was all he needed to win his fight. And so he's ready to go. We shall see how he does against Scott Lighty. Well, what do you see for Gary in this fight?
A knockout or be knocked out.
That's his motto. He's always said it. Always comes to fight. You never see him go to a decision, do you?
No, and he's always lived by it.
Once again, his sister in his corner. She's got a few different outfits, it looks like. Quick change. She's ready to go. We're ready to go. The semifinal bout. Scott Lighty and Gary Goodridge. You know, Gary, so physical, so aggressive. Can Scott use that to his advantage at all?
Well, yeah, if Scott can read, you know, obviously he is aggressive, and for Scott, if that's the case, then he needs to, you know, take a few steps back, counterfight until frustrate Gary a little bit, and then, you know, bring his own game on.
You know, we mentioned at the top of the show, Gary Goodridge, 40 years of age, and he still doesn't look 40. I mean, just get a knockout in 40 seconds. You know, I asked him how long he can go. He goes, I have no plans to retire. He goes, I still feel like I got it, and he showed it in that quarterfinal matchup.
I'm sure he can fight until 50.
Look at the intensity. Look at that face. I'm hiding behind you right now, I'm telling you. Always aggressive.
Well, Gary's very focused, as you can see. Very focused, very aggressive. And that's the entertainment part about Gary, is that he brings that sort of attitude to the ring.
He has been staring down Scott Lighty since the back. Scott's smiling at him right now. he started the stare down from really from the walkout. Lighty's ready to go. Goodridge is ready to go. We're ready to go for the semifinal bout. Here's Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mayhem at the Mirage 2 continues with the Fields K1 World Grand Prix 2006 Las Vegas Tournament. This contest, K1 rules apply. 3 3-minute rounds, scoring on a 10-point must system. The scoring done by the judges at ringside, Nelson Hamilton, Al Lefkowitz, and Glenn Trowbridge. Inside the ring, referee in charge is Tony Weeks. This is our first semifinal match. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 228 pounds, his record 22-7, 2 bouts even, 5 KOs. He is Scott Lighty. His opponent in the red corner, wearing blue with gold, 235 pounds, 43 victories, 31 KOs. 24 defeats. From Canada, Gary Big Daddy Goodridge.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
You
can't
both
wait to
received
get at
your
it.
instructions. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
Big Daddy can't wait. He was ready to go a minute ago. Well, this should be a very explosive fight. Lighty, very effective kicker. I mean, that's the one thing with as aggressive of a style as Goodridge has. If he's going to throw those bombs, he's got to watch out for those kicks.
Well, right, absolutely.
Look at Gary. He's in the three-point stance, his football stance, ready to come out almost. Oh, Lighty.
Oh, Lighty fires the first shot.
Oh, and he knocks Lighty out already with a big left hook. They're calling it a knockdown. Lighty thought it was a slip, but I agree. I thought he landed a left hook.
Well, so did I.
Hey, come to me. Come to me.
Well, Scott's not happy.
I mean, he might not have been stunned, but that left hook did land.
And Lighty tries to time a kick. Look at Gary. Gary's trying to get him out of there the first 30 seconds of this fight. Gary, another right hand lands. Lighty's down.
Well, that's two knockdowns. That's the end of the fight. That is the end of the fight.
You're right.
It's a tournament, two knockdown rule.
Lighty's not happy, but you're right. In a tournament fight, you're knocked down twice, it's over.
Gary.
Gary's been in there for maybe a minute for 2 fights now.
Oh, that's crazy.
In a tournament setting, if you're knocked down twice in the same round, it's over.
That's right. That's right.
So that's why that first quote-unquote knockdown was so huge, because Gary just needed one more knockdown, and Gary knew it. I mean, Gary just bowled in there, landed the left and right combinations.
That's right. It went for gold.
And Scott Lighty's just stunned. I mean, he can't believe it, but let's give you a look here.
There was a left hook, a right hook also, which landed.
A good combination.
Okay. That knockdown, okay, was more of a forearm rather than the full hand, but that's still stunned.
And right now, John Hackelman asking if it was a push, but it was kind of a forearm push. So, I mean, you can understand why Scott Lighty was not happy about it. He thought it was more of a push than a knockdown, but the bottom line, they scored it a knockdown, and the second one, well, that was a knockdown as well. So, tough way for Scott Lighty to go out, but the bottom line, Gary Goodridge is moving on. Here's Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Mirage, the end comes at 36 seconds of the very first round. Advancing to the final match, Gary Big Daddy Goodridge.
Well, he just needed 36 seconds. He outdid himself by 4 seconds from the first round.
It's unfortunate he's getting boozed, but I mean, you know, Gary did his job, and that was getting that fight.
It's not Gary's fault.
Right, exactly.
It was clearly the aggressor. Scott Lighty gets a nice hand as he comes off, but that man right there, Gary Goodridge, one fight away from winning another tournament.
Like we said earlier, you know, he's going to want to come and do exactly what he did in Hawaii.